Very good. Just moving shit around. There we go. Alright. I did a bit of grinding. And by a bit, I mean that everybody is now level 80. And I'm in front of Ellie again. I grabbed an item that I missed in here. And it was a PP up. So this is the part where I explain something that I learned. So, every trainer in here, every trainer in Johto is not a real trainer. I ran into a bunch of trainers and I tried to use the Versus Seeker. You know what happened? The game told me that there were no trainers nearby, so the Versus Seeker switched off. So what I want you to understand here is that leveling was interesting. However, do you remember last time? Last time, there was that trainer in the burned tower who offered to battle me again. He was a lifesaver. I basically spent the better part of 2 hours beating up Utsuho until eventually I got to level 80. And it took a while because Momiji immediately died to Blaze Kick and couldn't one-hit KO it. And Racem was slower until like level 76. So that trainer in the burnt tower who heals your, who doesn't heal, he constantly rebattles you over and over and over. He was great. Make more trainers like that if you can't get the Versus Seeker to work. Or at the very least make like dedicated grind spots or something with specific EV spreads so you can do that. I don't know. You're gonna die to your burn, aren't you? Oh my god, it's a 10% chance to get burned by Fire Punch. And immediately the first Fire Punch I do all day is the one that burns. On the one Pokemon in the entire playthrough that I'm going to be doing at this point in time that I do not want to get burned. Is that good luck or is that bad luck? I'll let you decide, chat. You're gonna get rid of him? Why would you get rid of him? Without him, I would be stranded. He was my best friend. Level 65 speed Utsuho. Ugh. That last. Oh wait, that actually that's real. Okay, that's good. Dedicated EV grind spots would be pretty good. I don't know what EVs are applied to each of these Bonica, but I can make educated guesses. For example, Suika and Yugi give attack and or HP. I figured that one out. And Iku and Suiko give special attack. That's about all I figured out though. When it comes to defensive EVs, I don't know. It's one or the other. It'd be very convenient if I caught this like right away and I can continue playing the game. Post Johto, not post endgame. To be honest, I'm just surprised Johto exists. Like, the thing about this game that's so interesting is that it's Touhoumon, right? So you would think, okay, so it's just gonna be replaced with Touhou characters, but then there's a fucking mostly functioning Johto that exists in this game. It's like, damn, that would be really cool to have an actual Fire Red. But that's just something that exists in this game. That's what makes it stands out, I'd say. That's what makes this particular version stand out the most compared to all the others, because it's not just a gameplay overhaul with the characters. It's a whole different area. It's pretty accurate to Johto too. It's just there are obvious issues because the game's not intended to have Johto, so there's no map, there's no map data, no Versus Seeker works. So, for the most part, for all intents and purposes, it functions. Trigger for the Versus Seeker is a specific kind of script being made. Can you not? Okay, I have no idea how that works at all. But I can tell it definitely checks. It definitely checks if there are trainers on the route. In particular. Or at least on screen. I don't know how you're supposed to check that though. Just couldn't get it to work. Has anyone gotten it to work? But I guess I imagine other ROM hacks utilize the map data and for the actual base game and change it, right? Whereas in this case, you're not altering map data. You just can't add raw map data. Am I correct in that? As I said, I have no idea how this works at all, so maybe I'm overcomplicating it, but that seems to be what that makes sense in my head, so that's what I've been going off of. Nice crit. Each trainer has basically 2 scripts connected to it, one for base fight and the other for rematch. That's true. Every character has a different line of dialogue when you rematch them. Oh my god, Rin! Tried to add the rematch scripts, but it did not work. Okay. Some advanced fire red hacks with Versus altogether to make room for other things. Do they offer an alternative or something? It might be better just to make every trainer have a rebattle that you can talk to them, like the guy in the burnt tower. If the Versus Seeker is that much of a pain in the dick, then you can just make every trainer like that guy, right? You can just have default flavor text, hey, wanna battle again, and there you go. That seems like it'd be a pretty good way to go about that, because it would save you space on where the Versus Seeker is used as well. Oh, then again, I don't know exactly how that is used in memory either, so that might be more. That might eat up more space. Who knows? I'm being taunted by this thing because she keeps trying to use. Arrow Blast. She's rest once. Every time she gets in the ball. God damn it. Oh, that's fine, I suppose. Thank you, Topaz, for continuing the sub. Building for endgame to last relatively quick, easy EV grinding, truth be told. Oh, what about the Goldenrod Underground? Because, is that correct? Because the thing is, the first Notori sold the same shop inventory as the one in the department store, but the second one sold all the TMs from 25 to 50. I'm assuming what you intended was the first Notori to sell TMs 1 to 24, but something happened there. It's pretty good damage. It is intended for 125. Okay, that's what I thought. It just seemed like it seemed the most likely to be that, just by the way everything else worked down there. You could buy everything. I think Rin might be the last legendary, which would be nice, because I'm getting a little bit sick of eating Ultra Balls and things and don't want to stay in the ball. Man. Give me a high roll. Yeah, I'm sure the music is great, but I would certainly love to be done throwing. I'm getting sick of the sound of the ball opening up. That's what I'm getting sick of. Alright, yeet ball. It's fine, demo. That's fine. We're not gonna need the thumbnail for a couple days anyway. Oh, thank God. Rin Satsuki is supposed to exist in Gensokyo, but in reality she never existed. She is the never was Bonica. Damn. Got her. Only took 10 minutes. Goodbye. Now, I was about to talk to that puppet, and I was worried the game was going to crash and I had to do it all over again. The side of her head changes when I talk to her. Cool. Very cool. So now I can head to Mahogany. And my levels are now level 80, so I shouldn't have any issues there either, which is good. I haven't made any advancements, I've just been using the burn tower. So I was never meant to turn sideways. Well, for the most part, it tends to work. It's just that one little bit that's very obvious above her head that spins around. Okay, let's see what I got. So I also caught the Ghost Fairy as well. I don't know what type it is. Native Flying. Relaxed Nature. Terrible. Has 1 HP. Super effective hits. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay, so she's exactly as we thought she was. Rin Satsuki with her rare candy. Quirky Nature. That's good. All equal. Oh, she's very, very thick. Alright. And then we know her moves, yeah. So she's just incredibly defensive. She's like a Reggie. Nah, I guess I'll head to Mahogany. Ah, let's keep Sick up for why not. Wondering why she was so defensive. I heard Team Rocket was making a comeback. You better be careful. I'm scared to talk to NPCs now. I really am. Whose theme is this? Do I want to go in here? I really, really don't want to go on Mount Mordor. Is there even anything in there? I hate that place in Johto. I just don't go in there. Listen, I love to wear a school uniform while cosplaying, even though the school graduation already passed a long time ago. But, until now, feeling occasionally it's too early for you, but I bet this will suit you. There's a blazer. As a blazer from my young life, it will increase the power of heart-type moves for any Bonica that wears it. Why are you giving me hand-me-downs to give my Pokemon? When I have blue appear through the regions that sell, fuck using 3 trainers per match, even if he's less matches. Hyper Potion. Is there anything in there? Because I really, really honestly and truly hate Mount Mordor and would give anything to not access that cave at all. Do you think the Tyrogue guy would be in there? There's items, but I don't think there's anything else. Well, I don't like Mount Mordor either. Yeah, it's a terrible area. It's full of a bunch of shitty one-ways and random ridiculous climbing until eventually you come across a guy who gives you a Tyrogue. I guess in this game he could give you Raisin, right? A baby Raisin. The blue-haired one, but we already have one, so another one would be pretty shitty. Dark Cave and Mount Mordor are areas that just don't need to exist. I swear that's bigger than the final dungeon of the game. Victory Road is nothing. That's the thing. Hey, this is my secret place. Get lost, you outsider. Victory Road is so small, but not small, but also really empty because there's no trainers in it. It's just one battle at the end. I don't really know why they bothered to do that. Victory Road and Mount Silver. Is it bigger than Mount Silver? There's a rainbow shard in Mount Mordor. Well, there you go. I don't have any interest in that. Silver is puny and gold silver crystal? I actually don't remember. Because the last version of Mount Silver I played was Kaizo. So it wasn't exactly puny. When I last played it. If there's one thing about Mount Silver that I simultaneously liked and disliked in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, is Heart Gold and Soul Silver does a similar thing to Mount Coronet, where there's outside portions of the mountain and it's covered in snow, which is really cool looking. The part that I don't like is that it forces the red battle to be permanent hail. That is so stupid. Because it guarantees his Lapras and Blastoise will be able to hit Blizzards. And it's just chip damage all over the place. It's so... I just don't get it. Like, I get the theming, it's snowing, whatever, but do you really have to have the final battle be in permanent hail? That's so obnoxious. Dark Cave was okay because it was small and didn't waste your time too much once you got your HMs. But the problem isn't the size and complexity of it, while it is annoying. The problem is they don't even go anywhere. There's no reason to do those dungeons at all. They just exist to be convoluted, and nobody wants to do them because there's no incentive to go through them all. The hail hits red, too, yeah, but as I said, he has his Blastoise and Lapras that have Blizzard. So good luck bringing a Dragon type. I just don't like weather and story, and I think that the hail showing up is, while fitting, given the scenario, is just more obnoxious than anything. I should have switched. Oh well. I see a rock and I just automatically assume Earthquake is super effective against it. I do like that he has a Lapras, though. More than Espeon. But again, I just don't like the other aspects of the battle that were changed. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are good games. I don't like them as much as I like Crystal, I suppose. Yamame. I don't know. I guess Racing, sure. Said it before, but the remakes of those games, I don't really consider Fire and Leaf Green too much of a remake because Gen 1 is so different. And to be fair, Gen 2 and Gen 4 are also different, but Gen 1 is super different. So I just kind of consider Fire and Leaf Green the first, where Gen 1 is its own little experience, because you can't get anything from Gen 1 anymore. Well, you can, because there's the Virtual Console releases. Welcome to the home of the ninja. Sakuya. Dated is a more... Yeah, that's probably correct. Dated would be a better way to say it. It was cool that they made it so the Virtual Console versions could have connectivity, and they made it so the Pokemon you caught had their hidden abilities. Stop my Bonika from evolving too early. Make them learn certain moves before I let them evolve. Bonika do become strong when they evolve, but they also learn moves slowly. Like, Machamp. You can teach Machamp Fissure in that game, and you could trade it back. You could trade it up to recent gens, and it would have no guard. So it has its hidden ability, which cannot be changed with an ability capsule. So they definitely knew what they were doing there. Since you came this far, take the time to do some sightseeing. You should head north and check the Lake of Rage right now. You should head north and check out Lake of Rage right now. Alright. Jeez, dude. Price the teacher of winter's harshness. Hi kid, I see you're new in Mahogany Town. Since you're new, you should try a yummy Rage candy bar. Right now it can be yours for just 100. Chat, why is my money that high? Oops. I guess I took everything from the guy with the Utso. Since you came this far, take the time to check out the Lake of Rage. Welcome, how may I help you? Shit items, dude. Is there anything else I can do? The experiment worked like a charm. So how come they use Sakuya's music in Mahogany? Genuinely curious. You should have used, they should have used Moko's theme, because in universe, Aku thinks that Moko is a descendant of ninjas. And since it's the town of ninjas, that would have been perfect. Now we get last remote on this route. Technical Suika. Oh yeah! There she is. They're all ground fire down here. How many times did you beat them up? Well, everyone was level 72, and an average of 5 Utsuhos, maybe 6, would get 1 level. So I guess it would be roughly 6 times 8 times 6 is 48. So I guess 6 times 48 would be an accurate number for how many times I beat him up. So yeah, he had a lot of money. I was at it for an hour straight, so it was probably... it took a while, yeah. He gave me 3,000-ish EXP each time. Forgot that Yamame is weak to this. She is part Earth herself, but she was also Miasma. Well, he was also a ghost, remember? He turns pale as a sheet when he loses, and he kept doing that. It was kind of creepy. Sometimes you gotta get down and dirty and grind your way to victory. That said, this is exactly why I will never use this emulator again once I'm done this. So I never ever ever have to legitimately grind and I can just use rare candies because I don't care. My EVs are taken care of. They're no longer able to be increased. If I want levels, I would rather just put candies on my Pokemon as opposed to just grinding off whatever the fuck is on the ground or that guy in the tower. It's a convenience option because grinding is something I have to do. What's going on at Lake of Rage? Are you playing at a camp there? No. I have max money and I'm still being a cheap bastard by not going in there. Dehate. Item no, I can't. Oh yeah, the item you're right. I forgot about that. I don't know if there's one for a rare candy, but I could probably do that if I knew where it was. Hakure. Oh! You say it's petty, but why would I give money to Team Rocket? There's a rare candy after you surf. Where? There are a lot of places to surf. Cooler Daniel? I don't think so. Although I will say I like Reimu's PC98 design. She's in a Hakama with purple hair. Pretty sick. Is this a rare candy? It's a protein. Wait, what? Dev, you got an invisible tile here. Dev, you got another one here. Another one here. Okay, that's good. Only 3 of them. Only 3 of them. I'm in a slump. Maybe it's the gear I'm using. Let's battle for a change of pace. It must be a massive pain in the ass to have a bunch of maps and then just one tile doesn't work properly. And then some jackass gives you hell for it. I cannot walk on this space. I cannot play this game any longer. Oh yeah, Team Rocket owns the game corner and I spent... No, I won most of that on the slots. No, I didn't. I won half of it on the slots. It's an Aya out. Definitive edition. Big Komach. Oh, I forgot that last Sunday there was supposed to be... Hemoglobin was going to do a Nico video stream, right? Does anyone have any information on that? Because they were teasing... It seems they were teasing more puppet dance performance, but I completely forgot about it. And it wasn't on my feed or anything, so... I feel like nothing really happened. Usually I get some notification just by various things showing up on my Twitter feed. But I didn't hear anything about it, and I only just remembered it now. I got stupid luck. That was the first time I ever rolled 7s on the slots. And I did it twice. Looks like I wasn't the only one who forgot, huh? It just sucks, because when they say Nico video stream, they mean 6 AM my time. That is a hard, that's a hard sell. There we go. Now I can just buy red shards, so it doesn't even matter. I don't need to go to the game quarter ever again. What the? Oh. I couldn't tell what that was. Did you know Aya spelled backwards is Aya? What a fantastic palindrome. Every Pokemon game needs one. I love Bonica, that's why I started and why I'll keep on collecting. Ugh. I just hit the button. I just hit the ding 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 and gives me 3, and then I just mash the A button, ding ding ding, and then if I roll 7s, I rolled 7s. And I managed to do it twice, so I'd say my odds are pretty good. Apparently you could actually, in Mario Party 2, you can see, I don't think you can manipulate RNG, but you can, if you're good, you can tell what blocks are gonna land on. So you can effectively take away the chance portion of chance time, which is, oh, shiny frog? Hold on. Hold on. Are you telling me there's a shiny frog in there? The water is flooding. Why are you, what? I don't want to battle you. I want to catch a shiny frog. What color is she? Hey, a frog. Oh, this isn't good. Uh-oh. Oh, I'll find out, alright. Bet. I have a question. Is this game compatible with shiny hacks? Because Moemon is, but like if you enable shiny Pokemon only, does that properly register onto this game? Because if there was ever a time to replay this, it would definitely be with the shiny mods on, just to see them all. Because people put so much work into making them, and barely anyone is going to see them. I don't remember. Never tested it. Who wants to test that? Because it works for Moemon. But Moemon is just, Moemon is 100% sprite replacements, whereas this game has alternate moves and stuff like that as well, so it might be more confusing. Forgot Beast. Beast is neutral on water and super effective on phase, okay. And more Suiko. You just have 4 frogs, don't you? I imagine Shiny Cane would be something like inverted, where her beast form is blue and her regular form is green. I wonder what that would look like. Blue half beast. Some people would say that the green is not a very great color, but I like her hair color. It's a very nice shade of green. But green feels more aggressive than blue, which makes sense for it. But you could also argue that red would make it even more offensive looking, but I think green strikes a good balance. I'll just use Momiji if we're just gonna deal with a bunch of amazing frogs. Hold on, I'll battle you in a second, champ. No purpose. No purpose. Let me battle with the Bonica I just caught. They're in the original version of the game. Not Zeta's version. If you give someone in the end game $9,999,999, you get 100% shiny encounters, including shiny egg hatches. Well, I can afford that. So, I hope he's still there. Why would you remove something like that? Also, how is this guy capable of even doing that? That's magical. An in-game shiny enabler for $9.99 max money. What if he only worked for one Pokemon? Just only your next encounter. Alright. I'm going to use Suika for attempt at a Thunder Punch. Yeah, you pay him all of your money for a shiny Pokemon. It's accurate to the value of them, I suppose. And then it's a Weedle, yeah. Well, it would guarantee a shiny legendary as long as you have repels. Alright. Is it just me, or does Suako's hat kind of look like a smiley face? I want you to look at it. Look how it's like a smiley face. You see that? Frog. Native Faith. That is a really good shiny sprite. That's a very nice shade of silvery blue for her hair. That's good. That should do. Now, I guess her outfit is kind of similar to like similar color to Cheernow's, isn't it? At least the deep blue. Is she a frozen frog? That'd be pretty funny. Hey, we can set up the comparison. Hat's the same color. No, I should touch the new game plus one. Okay. Let's just using Hydro Pump. I want it just because I want it. Brilliant reason. And here I thought I was done trying to catch legendaries. But now I'm throwing Pokeballs at Shiny Frog. What if the Suaco is better than my current Suaco? I don't know if I have it in me to do the swap though. I've been with this Suaco since she was a Bab at level 19, and she's come all this way and helped me through so much. Do you think I could just abandon her because I found another version of her that's just a little sparkly? What kind of heartless, inhuman monster do you take me for? Oh my god, this audio clipping. Oh. It's not really a legendary, it's just Gyarados. But it's Frog. Remember for Alligator? Shh. To be fair, they both got boxed. To be super fair, how was I supposed to know I was gonna run into a shiny crocodile? That was not part of the plan. Imagine if runner-up was shiny though. That would have been sick. Wasn't that a long? Yeah, it was at the Lake of Rage, yes. It was quite literally just a little bit below that way. Give the nickname to Suaco? No. Hey, look, it's Luntz. Maybe I should talk to him first before I accidentally sequence break the game and he disappears. That would really suck, wouldn't it? Bonica and this lake are acting strange, as I thought. The Suaco are going mad. Maribel, did you come here because of the rumors? I heard some rumors that I can't investigate. If you don't mind, could you help me in my investigation? Yeah, sure, why not? Excellent. It seems that Suaco are somehow going mad. A mysterious radio broadcast coming from Mahogany is the cause. I'll be waiting for you, Maribel. Hold on, is there an item that Suaco's on by chance? Like an item finder item? Because you get the red scale from the Gyarados, right? You give it to Mr. Pokemon, he gives you the XP share. So, oh, Rainbow Shard, nice. Is there anything you get for doing that? Yeah, you go 40. Runner-up would have been the best if it was shiny. Runner-up made me respect Heracross so much. Like, I already liked Heracross, but I never really imagined Heracross was that good. But Heracross was doing more work than some of the fucking Ubers I had on my team. That's how good that son of a bitch was. If his Quick Claw went off, he got a hit. What are you? You're just a fairy. What? What? Oh my god. Cast form bug. It's actually just a shadow fairy. This is the true Lily Black. Cast form is the same Moimon. Well, the Moimon I played, cast form changes color properly. That's weird. Maybe it's a Gen 3 thing? Because it worked perfectly fine in Platinum. Smile. Don't smile at me. Actually, yeah, smile at me. That'll make my attack go down and I can weaken you. I need an emote of that. It's just All Might with Lily's hat. That's what Lily X would be. Nice. Dude, let me in. I'm a fairy. Mischievous fairies that appear everywhere. They love playing pranks and run away when detected. This is the only patch of grass. I'll do one more encounter in here and then I'm out of here. It's just more fairies. Okay. Yeah. No, I lost the bug catching contest because the Pokemon I caught was paralyzed. If my Heracross wasn't paralyzed, it would have been the winner. But remember, chat, if that Heracross had won, it would not have been the legendary runner-up. That's what made the Heracross so special. Is that even though it placed second, it won in all our hearts. What a great origin story for that Pokemon. I don't know what I would have called it. I wouldn't have called it winner. The really reason I called it runner-up is because it lost to a Heracross by 1 point. And that's because my Heracross was paralyzed at full HP and I lost a single point because of the paralysis. So that's why I lost. I was just like, what the fuck? So I called it runner-up. And then I put it in the box because I wasn't going to use it. And then I started using rare candies and it learned Mega Horn, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. And I was like, hold on, Heracross is kind of insane. And then Heracross was on the team forever. I don't think I'm ever going to get a Pokemon as good as runner-up. He just did his job too well. That seems to be everything. You know what, for the hell of it, I'll go in here just to see what you did. Please don't make the game crash. Hold it there, sis. Toll is 1,000 to go through. Thank you, sis. When I was a kid, I didn't know what these guys were doing, so I just kept walking back and forth between them until eventually I ran out of money, and I was like, oh. Hold on. My Lovecraftian abomination is a little bit rusty, so I don't know if I can pronounce this. There you go. How was that? Oh, he's just the same thing. Better untranslated than breaking the game. Surprisingly, that didn't hurt that much to do. But if I keep doing it, it's gonna hurt. Alright, I visited a Lake of Rage. I've never read Lovecraft in my life, but I know he made some damn good stories. Actually, speaking to that, chat, I read another Dujin that was Utsuho Go. What took you, Maribel? Just as I thought, the strange radio signal is coming from here. Jesus. Stairs are right here. We should split up and check this place. I'll go first. Ah, you found the secret stairway. Ugh, his Bonika's too strong. It was a short little, like, mini story, but it's classified as text. I forget what it was called. Hold on, let me give you the title real quick. Let me just open up my incriminating new tabs so you can all see it. Oh shit, that would have been really bad if I clicked that. It was the... There were two of them. There was one called Save the Gate, which was a mailing focused one, where just mailing blocks the gate at Scarlet Devil Mansion. That one was really good. I like that one. And the other one's called the Unofficial Gensokyo Guidebook, which is basically Kaine takes... There's a couple little intermission chapters, and then there's a big explanation text with Kaine teaching Flandre about the world. And it has cute little portraits, and it's mostly text and mostly explaining things. The rocket grunt disappeared. Srumia. Yeah, they're both good. The second one is quite text heavy. The first one portrays Mailing as a competent gatekeeper, which I really liked. Because the thing is, back in those days, Mailing was a character who was just like, all right, your name is China, and we're gonna pretend you are useless. And it's like, okay, that's not nice. So when there's actually works that portray Mailing as a competent gatekeeper and have her do her job well, it's nice. Because I like Mailing, and I like when Mailing is treated properly and not like a joke character. And I laugh. I think it's funny sometimes when she goes through her Jack moments, but like a character can't be a joke character forever. I mean, look at Raisin. Raisin's pretty much there, actually. Sometimes Raisin can be serious, but most of the time Raisin is not regarded very seriously, which is unfortunate. My turn, there's no escape. Alright. Dev, pay attention, alright? I want you to look at the rocket grunt, okay? Gone. Now I'm just fighting a ghost. Lily Black. Wow, that's super edgy. The Lily Black outfits are pretty good. they're prime edgy. Game soft log when I pick my starter. Uh-oh. So it's not, it doesn't play friendly with those, does it? Lily Black. It must be trying to read certain data or something. I don't know. I can't even begin to tell you how it works. Because there's more Touhous than there are, like, slots available, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea how it's reading it. But it seems to break. They're ninjas. Makes sense. New. New. New Huju. I actually don't know. I don't know what type new is. I've never run into the Chibi version. I actually can't remember. I'll go with Aya. Well, Shiny Hack would just be turning on a code that makes the Shiny check always work, right? I figured it'd be that easy, but it doesn't seem to be the case for this. Alright, Aeroblast was the correct answer. I'm a bit grossly over-leveled, which is fine, because as soon as I finish the Rocket Hideout, the admins in here are gonna have Pokemon my level, and the gym leaders are gonna have Pokemon my level. That's life. I'm going to turn these off because I don't want to deal with this. This was once a ninja hideout. There are traps to confound intruders like you. Oh. I don't know if I knew that or not. What ninja group lived here? That's a question. Pokemon's reason? Yes, Crunch. Got stuck on this Bonika's really energetic text. Ah! The only thing I could say is try other codes, but it doesn't seem like it's meant to be, which would really suck because I want to see the shiny forms of all these different sprites. Well, unless you like rig the game to do that for you, you're never really gonna do that, and I don't have the patience to create every single one of them with the full odds. I would divulge a secret about our hideout. The thing on the floor up ahead is a warp panel. If you step on it, you'll be warped back to the entrance. Secret switch, better press it. Okay, thank you. So that'll turn off the devices. Do those work? Yeah, feeling lucky, punk? Go on right ahead. There's a sprite sheet with all the shinies. Yeah, I know there is, but I think I'd rather see them in game while I'm playing the game. Because that would be better experience. I found that when you look through shiny Pokemon on a big sheet, they don't have as much impact as when they pop up in the game. Because when they're in the game, you have to sit there and look at them for a bit and really take in how they look. But when you look at a big sprite sheet, it's just like you pretty much give some shinies a second or two of a glance, and then you move on. Because I did that back in the day on Psypoke, where they had their shiny sprite sheets for Gen 1 to, Gen 1 to 4. And I remember most of them, but at the same time, a lot of them didn't stick because they were just, it's like, who's looking at who's looking at shiny Caterpie, right? There are some shinies that are just unimpressive, and when you glance over them, you don't even give them two looks. But if you caught a shiny Caterpie, you would probably look at it and pay attention to what's different about it because it's a shiny that you now have. That's what it is. If you don't get a... Shinies are cool, but one thing I learned when I was playing Pokemon is that if I don't get a shiny... If I get a shiny without actually putting any effort into it, it's not the same. Like, I genned some Pokemon in Gen 5, and you can just check a box that makes them shiny, and that's it. But they didn't... That wasn't that appealing to me, because after a while I was like, what's even the point? They're shiny, they're an alternate color, but I didn't do anything to make this work. But when I sit there and do Masuda method breeding or whatever, and I find a shiny, that shiny has more value to me because it's all your hard work amounting to something, as opposed to just getting something for free. Because the value of a shiny Pokemon is 100% dependent on the person who owns it. Some people will think shinies are more valuable than others. Some people will think shinies are a complete waste of time, and so on and so forth. But for me, shinies are something that represents effort, a lot of effort, or just incredible good luck all together in one. You alright? Your Bonica hurt and tired? Give you some medicine. Let's give it our best for Bonica. RNG manipulation is still more time consuming and very specific than just checking a box. So RNG manipulation I think is fine. It's just as tedious, but it's guaranteed results, as opposed to being incredibly tedious with unguaranteed results. So I wouldn't even say that one's that bad. But what I mean is, like, if anyone has actually done Pokegenning before, they know that you just build a fucking Pokemon, you create it, and then you just spawn it into your game. That kind of crazy shit. And you can just be like, this Pokemon is shiny, and the game's like, alright, I guess it's shiny. It's about 2 seconds of extra work, and it doesn't, I don't know. I just don't feel it that way. You got shinies to work? Well, don't tell me how, because I can't get anything to work cheat related on BizHawk. If I was gonna play this again, I would make sure I get it to work on BBA, because I hate BizHawk. Not the system that I can use properly. Sure, I'm sure some people like it, but I don't. It's also the fact that my file explorer keeps deciding that I haven't used it in over 3 months, and it keeps putting it lower and lower and lower. That's a cool looking scythe. Well, it's different if you gen for other people, because the value of the shiny doesn't matter to you because it's not your Pokemon. I'm speaking specifically for my Pokemon. When I was younger, for my friend's birthday, I went to breed him a shiny Riolu in Generation 5, and I couldn't do it. Like, the Riolu was not cooperating at all. And then in Gen 6, like years later, 3 or 4 years later in Gen 6, I managed to get one. I finally got one, and then I traded it to him. It was 4 years late, but I got him the present I promised. So that right there, I went through all that effort for a shiny that I wasn't even getting to keep. So I'd say that, I would say that that says a lot about how much I valued that friendship. I still do. I truly still do. Because it is not a slow Not a slow... It's not a fast process for getting shiny, so getting a shiny through legitimate means for someone other than yourself is like, damn. Takes 2 passwords to get into the boss's quarters. These passwords are known only to a few rockets. The rockets... That rocket there very graciously told me so. Maribel, let's go get the passwords. Bully heal. I never had much luck with soft resetting. The guy in the cave is incredibly tough. There are 2 instances where I tried soft resetting for a shiny. The first time was against Giratina. I didn't get it. Then my friend got it without like really trying that much. And then the next time was the Rayquaza in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I tried to get that shiny. Couldn't do it. And then when I went back to school on Monday, another one of my friends was like, yeah, I got it in 50 soft resets. And I was just like, fuck off. Every shiny I tried to soft reset for, someone else got. Except Shaman. Hey. That Shaman will live on forever as my one lucky break before Gen 6 lol. Because in actuality, the luckiest moment ever in Pokemon for me was in the Friend Safari. Not the Friend, yeah, the Friend Safari. You know the Friend Safari thing, chat? Where you can, when you register a friend, they have a type associated to them and different Pokemon. Well, I got a friend. I was over at a friend's place. And it was the first year when X and Y came out. A couple days after it came out. And I got a Friend Safari for a ground one. So I ran in there. And the first Pokemon I ran into was a shiny Camerupt. And I was like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. So I caught it. And then immediately the next Pokemon I ran into was a shiny Camerupt. I'm not even kidding. I have a witness to this event. So it's not just something that I'm talking out of my ass here. I found 2 shiny Camerupts back to back in the same Friend Safari, and I was like, what the fuck? And I learned that the Friend Safari's rates for shinies are much better, but like, that's still 2 in a row. 2 in a row. So I named them after twins. It is a cheat code, yeah. That's what I meant. Or yeah, that's what the shiny hack is. It's not a patch, it's a cheat. It just forces the check to make everything shiny. That's all. Defense Parsi? If only I remember what type you were. Shiny Camerupt was one of my favorite looking shinies in early gens, and I actually tried breeding and looking for a Numel for a while, but I gave up pretty fast. Oh, it's just surf again, why not? But then lo and behold, I found 2 of them. There we go. Friend Safari ended up giving me a lot of shinies further down the line. A lot of ones I didn't necessarily care for. I found like 2 shiny Teddy Ursas, 2 shiny Audino, and 3 shiny Eevees just by grinding Pokemon off the Audinos. Never found a shiny Frogadier, but I tried. I ended up finding a shiny Panpour and Bibarel while looking for them, but I never actually found the one I was looking for. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You're challenging me to a battle? Ha, you're nuts, but you have guts. I like that. If you can beat me, I'll tell you the password to the boss's room. I ran into the shiny Metapod in Sword and Shield, and that's it. The hero. The hero always arrives late. Why was the first shiny I ran into in the wild like that? The fucking Metapod. It took me over 2,000 eggs to get a shiny hat, and then I ran into a fucking Metapod. Shiny Gyarados? Shiny Gyarados is underwhelming because it's a guaranteed one you can get nowadays, which makes it kind of poopy butts. I don't like that feeling very much either. Gibble from Black Tower. Oh yeah, you get Gible in black too, and you get Dratini in white. Both are just. I don't mean to be that guy, but Shiny Dragonite, the shade of green on Shiny Dragonite is kind of gross, and Shiny Garchomp might as well not even exist. So those are some pretty shitty free shinies. That said, the Shiny Haxorus looks pretty sick. But the thing about giving a free shiny to people is that it devalues the shiny. And I know I said earlier that the value of a shiny is in the eyes of the person who has it. But like a shiny that can be obtained in every game without exception like that kind of loses its value because shinies have such a ridiculous encounter rate. Even with the increased rates over time to a point where they're now like 1 in 500 something, or something fairly low by today's standards with the shiny charm. But back in these days of Gen 3, it was a 1 in 8,192. And that's insane. Why would they make something so like extraordinarily rare? The odds of you ever finding something like that are next to nothing. And then some people did. Did I get the password? I don't remember. I think I need to talk to them. Password of the boss room is Nazarene Tail, but it's useless unless you have 2 passwords. What did you say? Radio signal that drives money command experiment is a complete success from promotions. So sure, this loss means absolutely nothing. I hatched a shiny Magikarp by accident when I was trying to get a Gyarados for competitive. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Password of the boss's room, I think it's Momiji Tail. Fluffy Tail. Oop, wrong one. Go over at me. 1 in 10,000 chance during the makings of Gen 2. I don't know that. I would need a source on that. But back in Gen 2, shinies were determined by IVs, not unknown factors. Shinies themselves are now just completely aesthetic. There's nothing about their IVs that would make them any different from anything else. Last shiny I got was Sigilyph. Sigilyph is a cool Pokemon, so in my opinion, that's not a bad one. I actually really like Sigilyph. I think it's cool. Oh shit, I forgot. Fuck, I forgot about you. So you're messing with them again. You must really like Team Rocket so much. Tell me, who was that guy in the cape who used flying type Bonica? My Bonica were no match at all. I don't care that I lost. I could beat him by getting stronger Bonica, but it's what he said that bothers me. He told me that I don't love and trust my Bonica enough. I'm furious that I lost to a bleeding heart like him. I don't have time for the likes of you. Right, you don't battle me here. He just shows up this deep in the lair and is like, damn, that guy kicked my ass and I'm mad at you about it, and then leaves. Like, okay. Where's some Pokemon Emerald's case? Is it? Broken RNG clock and Emerald makes so everything you reset the game, it starts at the same number, it counts at the... Yep. Shiny frame technically it's possible to be hours away from a shiny frame and not be able to stop reset for one. Yeah, I heard that was a problem in that, which really sucks because I tried soft resetting for a shiny Groudon in that game. You have to like leave the room. What? Who are you? This is the office of our leader, Giovanni. Since disbanding Team Rocket 3 years ago, he has been in training. But we're certain he will be back someday to assume command again. That's why we're standing guard. I won't let anyone disturb this place. This is Petrol, by the way. Technical new. Good thing I have Aya for. Oh, see, I told you about those levels. Shit, I don't have Aya. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought I put Aya up front. Yeah, he just shows up. He comes all the way down here just to yell at you that he lost. Like, come on, dude. My Aya has got some cool wings and a cool hat. Go ahead, use your full restore. Like the good trainer you are. If you want a shiny soft reset for a shiny, and you don't necessarily care what shiny, I would recommend Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because Heart Gold and Soul Silver are the only games that you can actually tell if the Pokemon is shiny before you commit to getting it. Which is kind of cool. So if you're checking you check all 3 of the starters, one of them you can check if one of them is shiny. However, there's also a chance that all 3 of them are shiny, and then you could be the luckiest unlucky son of a bitch in the entire world. Hey, it's Kasen. You're Dream type, yeah? So Thrash should work. Or not. That's not good. That might not work. Uh-oh, I might be the dead. Oh, never mind, I'm fine. I was almost the dead. I'd like to know where Remy gets that beast paw when she does that move. She punches with a fist and she uses her foot, but then she has like a paw. Attack Koishi. Oh no, it's not Squishy again. It is possible to be too lucky, like with horde battles. I think it's hilarious that in Generation 4, if you ran into 2 shiny Pokemon in a double battle situation, there was a chance your game would crash. Like, the game... Sometimes the game couldn't handle 2 shinies at once in that situation, and your game would just completely crash. So, that could be a thing for the cute charm glitch that could be an issue. But, like, yeah, if you found 2 shinies like that, first of all, you're not allowed to catch both Pokemon, so you have to choose. Second of all, your partner is definitely going to keep attacking them, so you can't even get you don't even get to decide. That's the thing that scares me. Running into a shiny that can flee or can explode. That's why I never go in the Safari Zone. Because I am terrified I'm going to find a shiny in the Safari Zone and I'm just not going to catch it. And there is no safety net on a real cartridge. Could you stop using full restores and accept your defeat like a man? Not a chance, it was a guarantee. I don't think it was a guarantee. I think it was just a chance. Of course, I don't exactly have any proof for that. So, sources are due, trust me. I guess. Yeah, I will never go in the Safari Zone. Purely out of fear for that. No, I can't let this affect me. I have to inform the others. The password? Hail Giovanni. Oh, I wanted the password to be Baka and have her do the Murkrow thing where she just kind of walks up and says Baka. Alright, well that was quick. Quick and effective. So what is powering this thing, do you think? It's probably a wind type actually, so it might be best to use Suika. I remember this place being larger. Maybe it's just because I ran through it so fast. Ikus or Okus? I don't know. I don't know. Was that me? No, that wasn't me at all. What are you talking about? The door's closed. Maybe I'll enter the password. Yes. Hold it right there. Jeez. We can't have a brat like you on the loose. It's harmful to Team Rocket's pride, you see. However strong you may be, you can't take both of us at the same time. Sorry, baby, but now get ready to be thrashed. Hey, don't be so selfish. Spread the fun around. What? You had an accomplice? Where's your sense of honor? As the interim boss in place of Giovanni, I'll show you how wrong it is to meddle with Team Rocket. Yeah, this girl again. Ariana. Mistia. Oh, you're getting thunder punched, aren't you? Chupa. I miss Dayuse. God, she was adorable. Oh, the way she says Chirno is so cute. Where's my Bonica flute? Well, now we're at a standstill, I see. Died too. She's soft, but she is definitely a squishy bundle of wrath. That's for sure. Come on, man. What is this bullshit? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck this. I'm out of here. Let this 5 yen carry my wrath. No. 4 yen is enough. I want everyone except Chirno to die. I was like, what the fuck? She can just say shit like that while she looks like that. It's like, I don't know if I should be concerned or like, or I should be like, aw. How do I supposed to feel? Quackama, Reason. Reason type. Reason type loses to Bada Bing, Bada Boom. Racing type. That's what. Misty Ball. What? What do you have Ice Beam? You can't use that. Oh, I'm fine. Nice crit, asshole. Come on! I hate this game, and it's 1 in 16 chances. I didn't even say anything. I just got critted. It's bullshit. Oh, wow, nice. You hit Lovely Kiss. Now I'm asleep. You know the accuracy of these moves is less than 100? So realistically, they should never hit me, right? Also, you're breaking Sleep Claws? That's pretty... That's not very cash money of you. Sitting here trying to play an honest game, and I'm getting 2 Sleep Mons on my team. Unbelievable. Great. And she's just gonna use full restores. At least I have the flute. The flute of summoning dragon. If I get a crit, I'm done. Yeah, that's right. I was actually debating on using Tailwind there, but good thing I didn't, or I would have been Lovely Kissed again. Technical Yamame. This is a spider legs, yeah? Oh! The flute woke both of them up. I didn't know it did that. Oh, no, this is the spider one. It's upside down one. So the flute is basically aromatherapy, but only affects sleep. There we go. I don't know how I hit her when she's upside down like that. Sega. She's dark, yeah, so she should be weak to steel. And heart. Except heart, my heart type is dead. Sega. So Chad, do you think we're gonna get the Sega Saturn Mini? You saw those mini Genesis ones they released? Or are planning to release anyway? And they're like the size of your palm, not with your fingers included. What? What's up with those? They seem neat in concept, but I can't imagine they're that great. They did that with Saturn games. You know what they should just do with that is they should make one that's exclusively for fucking Chow Garden, so you have a mobile Chow Garden. That'd be great. Sidow's done for, but that's fine. Broadcast experiment was a total success. Doesn't matter what happens to the Sidout now. We have much bigger plans. We come to appreciate Team Rocket's true power soon enough. Enjoy yourself while you can. Foo 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 foo. We've been waiting for a Chow game for fucking years, man, years. In the current state, Team Rocket Hideout is completely beaten up. Did you just float? What the? Sorry, Maribel, you saw how well you were doing, so I just hung back. Now all that's left us to do is turn off that odd radio signal. He's floating. Chat, why is he floating? It's this machine that's causing all the problems. Don't see a switch on it. We have no choice. We have to make all the... The what? What's that? What's that? In the original version of this hideout, the minefield was awful. Level 100 Dekus that infinitely spawn until you faint. That's stupid. Why would they do that? Stop this machine from transmitting the strange signal. It's no fault of the bone who? So it makes me feel guilty. Right, well, let's split the job. You walk over there. I'll float over here. I don't know where my B button is. Imagine finding a shiny electrode here. It is Iku. Yeah, there's a bunch of Dekus. Only level 50. I guess this one makes the most sense because it's actively releasing electricity in its sprite, so it's the best one to go for it. They're selling the screen magnifier separately. That is genius. But that also means that anyone who actually buys all that, I don't know if I'd trust them with money. Why would you buy a console that's that small and then be like, shit, how do I play this? I know, I'll buy the accessory. What's the accessory? A fucking magnifying glass? Like, what could you possibly need as an accessory to make the screen bigger? If not just a raw magnifying glass. Oh, there's 4 of them. That's not correct. There should be only 3. That's just no walking sprite. No, I know why he's flying. Trust me. I didn't mean to run. Shit. I know why he's flying, but I didn't notice it until this point, so it just completely caught me off guard. Yeah, I don't know why they made 4 of them. That's inconsistent to the lore. Please don't ask Nintendo to make anything else like that. The NES Classic and the SNES Classic were really cool, and they just didn't make enough of them. And then they pretty much put everything on the Switch arcade library for paying for online. Thank God I had Earthquake. The big cheese grater. There we go. I did it. That odd signal has finally stopped. The lake should be back to normal. You're the hero. Let me thank you on behalf of all the Bonica. Thanks. Where's the item? Maribel, the journey to becoming the Bonica Master is long and difficult. Knowing that, will you keep going? Dude, I already did. I'm the champion. I see. No, you're right. You would give up that easily. You would never have chased that dream in the first place. I look forward to seeing you again. Super float. Fantastic. Now the gym's open. They're gonna be ice types, which means they're gonna be part water type, which means Suika's gonna be great until Suika's not good. There we go. Nintendo likes to do this thing where they don't let anyone play games they don't release anymore. And it's like, okay, then release them. And they're like, what? I can't hear you. I can't hear you over the sound of the 3rd Mario Brothers game. That's what rustles my jimmies. I'll freeze your Bonica so you can't do a thing. That's what gets under my skin. Like, no, you can't play this game that's 25 years old. No, don't do it. Okay, then if you put it on the virtual console, I will spend money and I will play it. No, we can't do that either. No, you just can't play it. It's like, what the fuck do you want? That shit doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Letty is part Earth. I can't tell though. It's just so annoying because it's like, if you don't want people to emulate, you know what you do? You release the product on official hardware, and that solves the problem. Well, I mean, it doesn't solve the problem, but a lot of people will only do emulation if there's no alternative. And most of the time, you don't give us an alternative. Or you fuck up a port so bad that everyone hates you. Chad, I just want to play Mario Sunshine without having to dig up a GameCube and then blow dust off it and then like perform an ancient ritual so the fucking thing works again. I don't want to have to do that. Just put GameCube games on Virtual Console. Why is this taking so long? No, you can't. No, you can't play that. Bomber 64 never reached Virtual Console. My N64 is broken. That makes me sad. Bro, You don't even know the half of it. No, you're right, though. Bomberman 64 is a great game that has trouble with emulation. Bomberman Hero is the only one that ever got a Virtual Console release. Bomberman Second Attack just does not play friendly on Virtual Console, or not Virtual Console, the emulator either. Bomberman 64 is a great game, and I truly, truly enjoy it. Second Attack I've never played to completion, or past the first level, for the most part. And Bomberman Hero is a great game too, but Bomberman Hero is not my favorite. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's fine. They don't make money on original hardware. It's not like they're getting money. Yeah, that's the thing. They're not. The game no longer exists, and the hardware is out of production, so they lose literally no money. That's a cool outfit for that Letty, actually. That's a cool-ass sword. It's like the only thing I can see it really doing is advertising the series that you may want to revive. But instead, they do that, and I just don't really understand it, I guess. Of course, most of the people that are higher ups in business or whatnot are a little bit behind the times anyway. That's just how she be. Maybe their opinion on that, maybe other people's opinions differ on that, but in my opinion, if they're not going to make any money on any capacity at all on something that old, there's no reason to really do anything about it. It pretty much just exists as free advertisement. You could argue that they crack down on it so it doesn't get out of hand, which I can understand. That would be the most logical point against it for sure. But I don't know, man. It's like, if the game can't be played in any capacity, why am I still moving? Then maybe just let it go. Yeah, Nintendo's kind of a cunt about it, and it's annoying because I like Nintendo. I really like Nintendo and its stuff, but it has some of the most backwards, like, practice shit I've ever seen. Did you see Christian tweeted a week or two ago that some of his videos were completely blocked by Nintendo because they featured fan content. So, some of which are like over 4 years old. It's like, what's even the point? Why did you even bother removing those? They've done what they needed to do. They just exist in limbo. But they're just like, no, this can't be here. And the thing is that they're doing it manually too. So somebody at Nintendo, their job is to just go through YouTube and find infringing games and playthroughs that infringe on their brand and then just content claim them. It's not even a bot. That's the worst part. Somebody is actually doing this. This is what they're paid at Nintendo to do. That is disheartening. I have a question, chat. Does Nintendo Treehouse still exist? Because I genuinely can't think of any time I've seen Treehouse show up in the last while. But I'm pretty sure they're still around. They need a reason to keep watching YouTube for work. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, that's such a bad explanation. But you know what? That is actually one that doesn't stand as... I can't completely dismiss that one. Oh. Yeah, like the Treehouse used to be a big thing. And then they had their hand in localization and they fucked it up for everyone. Part I legitimately cannot remember if I've seen them in the last little while. Do they still have their hand in localization? Like localizing products? Limited capacity? I think after what happened with Fates, they're nowhere near as public anymore. Okay, that's what I assumed. Because I remember they also did censorship for Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem. That game. That one was funny to me because they quite literally removed, like, the way bone structure works on a girl's, like, midriff. Like, you know the part where you can see where her legs begin from her torso? They just completely removed that. So it was just, like, nothing. It was fucking weird. Alright, we're about to see Advent Chirno. I hope she has a watermelon fusion sword. Where's her watermelon fusion sword? I mean, we know Chirno. I knew Chirno was going to be based on Cloud's design, but come on. Why does she have a baseball bat? But like the beginning of it looks like a sword, but then the end of it looks like a baseball bat. Or is it wrapped up in a cloth or something? Because if he doesn't cover his sword in a cloth, people will think it's a sword. I don't know, I haven't watched Advent Children yet. I've been planning on it. It's Pink Popsicle. Yeah, no, it was, Advent Children had it in Touhou Mother, remember? She had a watermelon blade. I know, yes, it's a popsicle. It's a watermelon popsicle because she makes ice, but it's still a watermelon. Well, that chip wasn't too bad. Oh, you mean for a Sprite? Oh, that would kind of make sense. But then why wouldn't it be a watermelon? Let me see if I can embarrass myself by doing this, because I don't remember how to do it at all. I did it. Logistical Treehouse, the stream they did for E3 2019 when they showed off New Horizons, whatever that game was called. You mean Animal Crossing? There's New Horizons. What about that game, Demon X Machina? That one they kept putting in every single direct. That come out yet? Monica many experiences in their lives just like we do. I too have seen and suffered much in my life. Since I am your elder, let me show you what I mean. I have been with Monica since before you were born. I do not lose easily. It's out and forgotten, saw it on sale the other day. Oh. Damn. I've priced the winter trainer shall demonstrate my power. That's kind of shitty to hear. Because that game kept showing up. He's in nice clothes, dude. My? You're dark ice. You actually are weak to fire punch. Nice. It was featured in every single direct and showcase, and it even got like, it got more than what you'd expect in an allotted time slot for a game like that on Nintendo's lineup. Like, it actually got more to it than just trailer footage over and over. It had an open demo too. Defense Letty's part Earth. That means Suwako's good here. That's kind of unfortunate. Another game that was really hyped up that I didn't see much afterwards was Astral Chain. That game by Platinum. That seemed cool when I looked at it, but it's one of those games that came out and then I didn't hear about it. Anime Cops. Leftovers. She's probably gonna full restore and have Wish activate, so I'm gonna go for another Aqua Shower. There you go. This is good actually because this will knock her down to red again if it does a crit and kill her, and then Wish will activate. Won't bring her up to full health, but low enough that the next one will. Wish come true. Yep. Astral Chain is good, or so I heard. That's good. The thing is, if you don't closely follow a game, it's scary, like, what's the word here? Scaringly? I don't think that's a word. Frightening, I suppose? It's frightening how quick a game can completely leave our minds if we're not actively, like, keeping up on it. So, like, if a game comes out and it does marginally well, and I don't have any interest in it, it's just like, the game just, I forget its existence until a time comes where I'm like, wait a minute, didn't that game come out? How was it? And then somebody will just tell me that it was pretty good. Didn't do anything amazing, I guess. It didn't really get talked about that much or whatever. The thing is, games stick out if they're either incredible or they're hogwash. Or if it's a big name dev behind it, like with Death Stranding, yes. Death Stranding is a game I only remember because it was a fucking weird game. And it was basically Reason Ice. That game was basically every Kojima hater's ticket to insult him. They used that game and its middling reviews as immediately to jump on Kojima and be like, well, he never was that good anyway. You were all just blinded by Metal Gear. It's like, alright, son. People actively wait for that kind of slip up just to post how much they hate a certain creator. It's like, okay, dude. Death Stranding has done okay, yes, but by Kojima's standards of games, it has not done nearly as well. It has mediocre reviews, to say the least. But look at the other games that Kojima has worked on. He's the Metal Gear guy. People fucking love Metal Gear. This is my Glacier badge. It used to help clear whirlpools, but those have long since calmed down. It's time to have... It's past, it's just no trophy. With it, you'll be able to get into the Bonica League. Well, if you weren't a champion anyway. When the ice and snow melt, spring arrives. You and your Bonica will be together for many years to come. Cherish your time together. I wonder if Lily White beats him. What the fuck? Maribel, what are you doing here? Whatever, not like I care. I'm just here to catch some Bonica for Gramps. You're in a gym, dude. But wait, if you're here, then, well, that's not important now. You better not be slacking on your training or your catching. Oh, and one more thing. Team Rocket seems to have gotten into the radio tower. They've been running their message for a while. I'll do something about it. I do something about it, but I'm busy doing other things. Well, Maribel, I got bigger things to get to now. Later. I know why you did that, Dev. You did that because in the original, you're supposed to get a phone call from Elm about it. So you needed a way to indicate the... You needed a way to indicate that for anyone who didn't know, because there's no way, there's a chance that someone plays this who's never played Johto and they don't know where to go. So I understand why you did that now, but you scared me and I thought a battle was coming. Wasn't ready for that. Can't fly, cannot fly, right? Cannot fly. There's a Metal Gear movie. Well, the thing is, the worst Metal Gear game to come out are the ones that Kojima is not affiliated with. But Kojima did so much. And made so many good games. Alright, back to meme music. Did I heal? I don't remember. Okay, I did. That one game comes out under Kojima's name and it's not that amazing, it's automatically like, uh-oh. Oh, you really fucked up now, Kojima. That's the end of your career. Whereas some games will come out and they're by different studios, or the studios don't really have a reputation yet. Take over the radio tower? What? It's none of your business. This is the radio tower. What are you doing? What am I doing? Welcome. We're really sorry. We can't broadcast right now. Alright, let's do it. Let me do some switching. Put Remy up front. I do wish we got Silent Hills. I really do. I could imagine Silent Hills would have been so cool. Imagine a universe where Konami owned Resident Evil and Capcom owned Silent Hill. So Capcom, Resident Evil... Here's why I say this. So basically what this means is that Silent Hill would continue, and it would turn into some action, and then Capcom... Let's assume for a second here that the IP switched, but everything else stayed the same. So like... what would Konami do to Resident Evil to destroy it? And how would Capcom completely fuck up the brand that is Silent Hill and then repair it? Because going off what the track records are, Konami had a great franchise and then just completely dropped it on its head. And then the great big revival sequel they were going to have, they just completely dropped it on its head. And then Resident Evil went from horror to campy, and then it was like, shit, hold on. We need to make this more horror again, and then they fucking nailed it. So Capcom did a great job bringing Resident Evil back in a big way, and Konami continues to suck massive wiener when it comes to Silent Hill. The only thing they do with that brand nowadays, it seems, is put it on pachinko machines. Cool. RE4 wouldn't have happened. Oh my god, you're right. I take it back. I don't want this. I don't want this future. Radio has been taken over. What should I do? The password? Help, of course. Help me, please. Ha ha ha, how boring. It's far too easy to take over this place. Come on, keep me amused. I fucking love Resident Evil 4. That's such a good game. Played it so many times. Yeah, we wouldn't have gotten that. We wouldn't have gotten Resident Evil 4. It's crazy to think about. I don't like thinking about that. I did the wrong thing because I thought you were a bug type. Oh, that's helpful. A Silent Hill movie? There's 2 of them. Didn't you know that? The first Silent Hill movie isn't that bad, actually. The second one, Revelations, is not good. I haven't actually seen it yet, but it came out in a weird time. and it just didn't do well. The first one is worth watching, I'd say, but don't watch Revelations. And don't watch the Resident Evil movies either. Those are... Hey, keep out of our way. DMC wouldn't have happened. Well, RE4 was a... RE4 happened because DMC... Well, DMC was... Yes, DMC happened because that was originally RE4. And then they just were like, what the fuck is going on here? We can't do that. And then they kept all the ideas and created DMC! And then they created DMC 2. Best game. And from there, it was all history. Movie with real humans, like the CG. Yeah, the Resident Evil movies, I haven't seen the CGI ones. The first one I watched I didn't like. I think it was called Deception or something. But all the ones that feature Alice are not good. They're really not. They're campy in like a bad way. I don't know. I tried watching a couple of them a couple weeks ago, and I just... Because I had a big binge for... I had a craving for zombie movies, and they are just not that great. Like, if they weren't tied to the Resident Evil name, I feel like they wouldn't be nearly as popular. And of course, the latest one in the series to come out, the 5th one, is just a big... It was a big flop. The CGI ones were acceptable. I heard one of them was actually pretty good. Forget which one it was, though. I think it was the one with Leon and Chris in it. But the first one I watched had Leon in it, and the only scene I remember about it was that Leon had a girl with him, and he had to jump into a flooded elevator shaft, and he was like, oh shit, how do we breathe? So he grabbed her, jumped into the flooded elevator shaft, and put his lips onto hers. And was like, this is how we'll breathe. And it's like, Leon, what the fuck are you doing, dude? That was Vendetta. We will share air via kissy kiss. Like, that is some schlock. There, okay. Most excellent. The radio tower will fill our grand design. The guy just wants to make movies with his wife. Yeah. The Resident Evil live action movies are quite literally the biggest budget fan fiction ever created. The director is married to the lead actress, so he just does everything. Make her look good. Can't reason with the heart. Can't hit reason. Generation was the drowning one, Vendetta is Leon and Chris. Okay. Yeah, Generation was the one I watched, and I didn't like it that much. Director of those RE movies directed the Mortal Kombat movie. That's his only highlight. You mean Mortal Kombat movies, right? Because Mortal Kombat had 2 movies, as much as you probably don't want to admit that. Oh me, oh my. Why did Leon need another love interest he'll never sees again? Because he's hot, and girls love him. So the more girls in the universe that want him, the more desirable he becomes. Barely want to acknowledge the first one. The first one actually wasn't bad. The first Mortal Kombat movie was actually pretty damn good. The second one was just terrible. I mean, this is true. I mean, I don't miss. I don't miss. Opinions? Fair enough, fair enough. You can agree to disagree. But in an era where video game movies were just not good, Mortal Kombat managed to stick out. It had good martial arts, and it had good one-on-one fight scenes with the different characters. Like, it actually was a competent movie. And then they were like, we need a sequel. And nobody wanted to do a sequel. Even the most important characters, like Johnny Cage, got killed off in like the first 5 minutes. It's like, you can't fucking kill off Johnny Cage. He's Johnny Cage. The second one, I watched the What Happened on the Mortal Kombat movies, and the second one had so much issues. Like, nobody from the first one wanted to come back and do it, for the most part. And the characters that did were just immediately cut off, because since they were experienced actors, they wanted more pay, which they rightfully deserved. So because they didn't want to pay Johnny Cage more money, they killed him off really early, and it's just like, why did you do that? Trainers Monica are their beloved partners. It's terrible how... I just don't understand when companies Companies will be like, all right, that thing that did really well, we want you to do it again with less time and less budget. And then they do exactly that. It comes out. It is critically panned because it is not nearly as quality as the last one. And then the companies are like, I just don't understand what went wrong. Well, say goodbye to your studio. Why do they do that? The thing is, this keeps happening. This isn't a one-time instance. This keeps happening with a bunch of different companies, and I just don't understand how none of them have been able to figure out what the problem is. Like, Star Wars had that problem too. Every time a Star Wars game came out and it was successful, they were like, alright, make it again, make the sequel, less money, less budget, well, same thing, less time, go. That's why The Force Unleashed. The Force Unleashed was a very good game. And then they were like, alright, well now we need The Force Unleashed 2. Get on it right now. It has to be out by the end of this year. And then The Force Unleashed 2 came out, and granted I didn't play that game, but from what I've heard, that game is not as good as the first. It's like I can imagine why, because they don't get time to expand on any of the story elements, and instead they just have to completely make a new game and call it a sequel, and it just feels so dishonest. Short-term profit over long-term profit. I just don't get it. Sega has done that so many times, too. Sega has done that 3 times, and I think they finally put out a statement where they were like, yeah, we're gonna maybe not rush games to meet holiday releases now. So I get it. It's a company. You need the money. But, like, you also can't just have Kojima instances where Kojima eats all of your fucking money and takes a sweet-ass time. I get that as well. Kojima's a bitch to work with because his vision requires him to be perfect, and it takes time. But you can't rush perfection either. You can't just... The problem that ends up happening is what they end up getting... They make a due date, which seems plausible, and then they, like, midway through their work period, companies like, actually, we want something different because something else happened and we want to match it. And it's like, you can't just do that because that undoes a lot of the work that was already done prior. And what that ends up doing is it means that all the time you spent prior to this sudden change is now gone, which means now you have less time to work on it, which means a rushed product. You can't... It's like, sometimes these companies that oversee these studios are like fucking children. Where it's like they don't know what they want, they just want you to do something, and then they see something popular on the market, and they're like, alright, you need to replicate that right now. And you can't just replicate that. You can't just do that. Because it doesn't always... It's not always a situation where it's like, alright, let's just take everything we have and move it over there. That's not how it goes. That's why making games for multiple systems is a bitch. They all have different functions. And when you have to make games for Nintendo consoles, especially back in the days of the Wii and the Wii U, especially the Wii U, it was not fun. Although I did hear the PS3 was a fucking nightmare to develop for as well. So a lot of studios ended up getting exclusivity bought out by Sony, and then their games just, oof. I like the part where I missed. That was fun. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh my god. Do it again. There we are. There's a new Star Wars game coming out in October, and we've seen no gameplay of it. The Star Wars game was announced like 2 days ago. Wait, what? Really? We're getting a Star Wars game in 4 months. Then again, Origami King comes out soon, doesn't it? But the difference between Origami King, I think, there's a chance that the game was already being worked on. Because remember, most of these games will get shown off at E3, and some of them will be closer to completion than others. But E3 didn't happen this time around. So, I know Nintendo has already stated that they have games, but they didn't have, they're not, like, flushing them all out because it's shipping issues from Japan. Speaking of that, I had to spend money to get my Reimu figure through customs, so effectively that $50 Nendoroid has very, very closely come to $200 Canadian, and it is not a pleasant experience, to say the least. So, I don't expect to be doing that. My customs charge was about $30-something, and all of that already converted through Canadian, it's probably... It's not 200, but it's close to. How much you pay for the Nendo? Probably the same as you did. I paid the base price in yen, and then there was shipping costs, and then I'm the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar is fucking garbage. If you didn't know. It's really bad. It's like half the value of everything in the world. Yeah, the Battle Royale wave. Caught in Battlefield to jump on the train and at least buy... Yeah, I'm glad Battle Royales are slowing down. Nobody wants a game to be bad when it comes out. That's for sure. But sometimes games come out and it's really, really hard not to look at it and think, this is not gonna bode well. Like, there's such an obvious thing in it that you can see right from the trailer that makes you think, this is not gonna be received well. Or if this doesn't get, like, if this doesn't change between this trailer and the final version, it's gonna be an issue. One equals to 60 euro, and that's from a European retailer. Check their prices. European retailer? I bought mine from... bought my Rainbow from Ami, I believe, so there's already that fee. That was already more expensive. Then there's the shipping fee. Then there's the customs fee. And then there's the tax and, like, all kinds of bullshit. So, yeah, it was pricey. Not much I can do about it, though. I've already fucking ordered it, so at this point, I'll just go through with it. You came to rescue me? Is that what you were expecting? Wrong! I'm an imposter. I pretended to be the real thing and prepared for our takeover. You want to know where we hid the real director? Sure, I'll tell you, but only if you can beat me. Team Rocket Petrol. There we go. Actually, I think I ordered my Marissa from Ami, and I ordered my Rainbow from Good Smile. I can't remember. One or the other. I have both of them from different sites, though. Type for you. I don't remember. Hand toad? Yeah, throw me the toad. Why not? Oh, that would have been bad. No, dark type, huh? Okay. It's that amount of money that was required to get that Nendoroid that makes me think, how much of a pain in the wiener. That's ew. Ew. I'm not showing anyone that. No one needs to see that. I don't know. I got slapped by customs though, so. And they were like, due to the you know, the virus, they can't accept payment at the front, so they had to pay. I had to pay up front or pay through that, which I did. And I made sure not to check it. I made sure to not check it so they don't have to deliver it. They have to deliver it with my signature because after all that money I spent, I'm not just letting something like that be thrown at the fucking doorstep and calling it a day. That's not a good idea. So I'm gonna sign for it. What a pain in the dick. I gotta make that big money so I can buy figures. And then I can get a webcam and I can show you my gamer wall. Everybody has a gamer wall full of memorabilia that they've collected over the years. How successful your YouTube channel is dictates how successful your gamer wall is. Koishi. Oh, Frog is already in. Face cam. No, not face cam. If you want to know what my face looks like, you can follow me at Twitter. There's just nowhere to put it. I don't see the appeal of it, really. I don't know what my face would add to the experience. So I just like being a voice. It's not like I'm camera shy or anything. Trust me, I show up on commentary cameras all the time at Smash events. We stashed the real director in the underground warehouse, the far end of the underground, but I doubt you'll get that far. Basement key. I'm gonna switch to Suika up front because I know a fight with Silver's coming up. It's an outdated image though. That is true. My head now does look like the business end of a mop. So it is a bit different. I've become a protagonist of a very dirty show if I put my hair in front of my face. It covers my eyes completely. Because, well, I haven't had a chance to cut it. It's pretty bad. You shouldn't see me like this, chat. It's awful. It's bad. Very bad. For all you know, I'm not wearing any clothes either. For all you know, this isn't even my real voice, and I'm using a voice changer. There's so much mystery. That's what makes it so exciting. I gotta go to the underground, right? That's the quickest way there. There we are. The mystery is the best part. Well, the thing is the aura mystery does exist. It does exist. Some people are more intrigued by people they don't know. I don't even exist once I press the offline button. I'm a ghost. Yeah, game time. Alright, here we go. I was tricked. Oh, there he is. Hold it. I saw you, so I tailed you. I don't need you underfoot while I take care of Team Rocket. Champion or no, your victories were flukes, but I repay my debts. Oh, you even changed his dialogue. Because he knows I'm the champion. Nice. Rival Silver. Yeah, he's still got Marissa. Johto is small because of Kanto, yeah. Of course, Kanto's more compact as a result, too, and a lot of features missing. Okay, well, at least Marissa goes down easy. Very good thing I leveled up. What else you got? Mamizo. Mamizo's so easy to take out, though. I don't even know what this thing's capable of doing because I'm always faster than it, and it's times 4 weak to flying. This is why you should have a flying type right here. Fantastic. Boom. Byakuren. I don't remember. I don't know if he had this last time. I know she's Dream. She Dream Faith? She should be weak to Beast then. Byakuren's barrier prevented when we use Intimidate. That seems familiar. Neutral, huh? Crit, huh? Good. It was super effective. Oh, is he gonna heal? Citrus Berry, yeah? No. Type. Oh, shit. What? Why? Oh, you poor bastard. Oh, down she go. Now that was a play. Toyohime? That's Earthquake fodder. That's the second time that Vermilia has been switched into... No, the third time, actually. Every single time Vermilia is on the team, she gets switched into Momiji for some reason. And then I just kill it with a Blade Flash because it's times 4 effective. Giovanni did that on every encounter. And I don't know why. But this was the wrong... Oh no, this was the wrong Toyo. Well, shit. Oops. If I crit... Yeah, I'm dead. Ugh. Remy's just... Yeah, Remy and Mamizo just don't get to do anything. I don't have anything super effective against this one. Toyohime is the most annoying because she's the one I just have to flat out kill. Without any real gimmicks. Just gotta wail on her. Well, that might help. Whoa! Yeah, I actually learned that from Worcester's stream. When he used Mirror Coat on a Lapras with Bright Powder. Mirror Coat actually has an accuracy check. So it can miss if there's accuracy or invasion changes in play. Which is really stupid when you think about it. But yeah, you can just miss that move. Here's Byakuya then. I'll go with I suppose. She also wasted her berry boost, so sure. And there you go. Ease peas. Why? Why do I lose? I've assembled the toughest Bonica. I didn't ease up on the gas, so why do I lose? Why do I lose? I don't understand. Is that what that Lance guy said true? That I don't treat Bonica properly? Love? Trust? Are they really what I lack? Are they keeping me from winning? I just don't understand. But it's not going in here. Not now. Not because of this. I won't give up my dream of becoming the world's best Bonica drainer. I like Silver. I think he's a good character. He had a Sneasel. He did. He had a Sneasel and a Golbat. One thing that's really cool about the rival is that he has Sneasel in the remake. He has Sneasel and Golbat, and once you battle Silver after he's like come to, I wouldn't say come to terms necessarily, but like once he realizes what he's lacking and he starts treating his Pokemon better, he then has a Weavile and a Crobat, and Sneasel and Golbat evolve by friendship. So that's pretty cool. I think Sneasel's friendship, right? It's friendship, Razor Claw at night, yeah? Is that correct? I can't remember now. I don't remember if friendship applies to that. Crobat was a thing in Gold, Silver, Crystal, yeah, I know. Weavile wasn't friendship. Okay, well, I forgot that part then. Shume's Water Fire. Just be Terra Blast. But yeah, he does have a Golbat that does evolve after he becomes, after he learns to love and trust his Pokemon. It's very, very, very nice touch. Oh, here comes another Remilia. I thought it was friendship. Why did I think it was friendship? Weird. Well, whatever. And then Gligar was the Razor Fang. I wish Gliscor ended up being a more offensive-based Pokemon, because I hate defensive Gliscor. It's such a boring Pokemon. A Pokemon with that cool of a design, and then it just gets shafted in a role where it just exists with Poison Heal. It's like, come on, man. Also, I see why these are the way they are. It's because you don't have a way to make them work, do you? Gliscor can learn Swords Dance. That's sure, but it's not, I don't know. I guess it's because its best move is like Earthquake. But like Weavile is definitely better. Would be that hard to make work? Fuck it, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If a Pokemon requires a setup move to be good, then that's trouble. If a Pokemon can utilize a setup move to become insane, that's good. It's just, you can either use a Gliscor that is not that great until you Swords Dance, which requires setting up, or you can use a Gliscor which is heavily defense invested with a Toxic Orb, preventing all forms of status from affecting it while effectively giving it a free, a stronger leftovers. It makes sense why the one that won out, but it's just kind of sad. It's just a bit sad because a Pokemon that looks that cool getting delegated to such a weenie role. It's unfortunate. Like, chat, imagine if a Pokemon like Chansey had the stat spread of Alakazam. Or if a Pokemon like Tyranitar had the stat spread of well, not Tyranitar. Tyranitar is what's a cool looking Pokemon that's really strong but has like no defenses? I guess Rampardos, huh? That's a Gliscor, Swords Dance, Earthquake, and Facade is pretty good. Yeah, because it can still utilize its healing, sure. But it's used mostly as defensive because it's easier to make it work that way. And when you're trying to win and you don't want to put any real effort into team building, you just take the most basic set. That's how she go. Like, I can't imagine a Pokemon like Chansey having the special attack capabilities of an Alakazam. Much like I couldn't imagine a Pokemon like Alakazam, I suppose, having the defensive capabilities of, well, anything really. There's a couple more grunts. Just a couple more grunts. Get the director, and we can reach Archer. It's a good spot to end, I suppose, is that Archer. Gen 1... Well, Gen 1 Chansey's a bit different, yeah. Because Gen 1 Chansey has one single special stat, which is like 105. So Chansey ends up having a legitimate special stat as a result. But then it was split, so it has no special attack at all in Gen 2, which is the way it should have been. Because special in Gen 1 was so busted because anything that was good with special attack was automatically specially defensive by default. So that's why Psychic types were already, like, they were already insane. But a Pokemon like Alakazam and Gengar with ludicrous special attack stats, mostly Alakazam, also had ludicrous special defense stats as a result. I don't know what type you are, and I still don't know what to hit you with. That's just annoying. I'd rather Spite than taking damage, because PP doesn't matter as much as losing a Pokemon. Defense Momiji. That is called Fire Punch. She puts her shield up in her defense form and her sword out in the other ones. However, she's still Beast Steel, so she explodes to the slightest bit of heat. Goodbye, Momiji. I will remember your sacrifice. I think Suwako's so good that I end up not using her to give EXP to the others, but then she falls behind. But then she's very easily grinded. Grinded up. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I remember you. You got me good at our hideout. Oh yeah, this is the guy with the... This is the guy with the Momiji Tail password. I wish I had Suwako up front right now. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna beat this game with Racing in my party. And when I do, I'll advise everyone in the world to never ever start with Racing. Racing is not very good. Why? Why is she not good? Why is both Sanai and... I haven't even seen Alice, so I don't know if Alice is any good either. But Racing is not good. Her move pool's so bad. Her main type focus is the wrong type. She's supposed to be a Reason type. She has to be. She keeps learning Reason moves. Sanai is the best of the three. Sanai never gave me that much difficulty in the rivals' hands, at least, so that's nice. But I imagine if I had started with Alice, then my rival would be stuck with Racing, and then I wouldn't even have to worry about it anymore. Nice. Alice seems like she'd be more defensive, but of course they have different spreads. That was a blast. I'll remember you. It's you again. Why do you keep getting in our way? Just because you think you're strong doesn't mean that you get away from us unscathed. This time I'll exterminate you. Who are you? This isn't Proton, is it? What is? I guess that makes sense, because you do have to fight every one of them in the radio tower fiasco. But I guess I completely forgot that Proton. This happened again. This has happened every single time I fight Proton. I have Remy up front to fight the Flandre. And it's not intentional, I swear. And every time it ends the same way. This guy's just hyper-loaded on offensive Pokemon. Sorry, Bonica. Alice is tanky, delightfully tanky. Just her damage up with stab is about as high as Racing without stab. Well, she's similar in puppet play. She's more defensive orientated. Makes sense. Remember one time I played Fire Red, and I started with Squirtle, and Squirtle's damage output is not nearly as good as Charmander or Bulbasaur's. Coupled with the fact that Charmander had Ember, so it was super effective against bug types. Squirtle was actually taking me so long to get through Viridian Forest that I stopped. I stopped playing, and I started a new game, and then I picked Charmander again. I just did not want to play with Squirtle. Of course, you have to grind for Metal Claw if you want any hope of beating Brock, which you don't have to do with Squirtle at all, but I was just so annoyed with how little damage Squirtle was doing that I just restarted the whole game. Wasn't worth it. I'm hungry too. I'm Genso Wander ended up going 3 hours, which wasn't the plan. So that means, well, this usually goes 3 hours. It's gonna go really late, so I'd like to get to a good stopping point. And I think the best stopping point is to get to Archer and fight him. Just a couple more executives. A couple more big baddies to beat up and we'll be good. I'm sure we'll probably have bad IVs. Maybe. I wouldn't know for sure. I just know that it was not killing things fast and I was getting really impatient with it. Why do you also have that? In the interest of everyone's time. I am hungry too, though. A couple days ago I made spaghetti, and it was delicious, and then I wanted to make more. I think I might make more. You know what? Yes, I will. I think I will make more spaghetti. Did you really crit me again? Why did this one kill me, but the silvers didn't? That's bullshit. I had pizza yesterday. Spaghetti is delicious. It's just so good. Whoever thought spaghetti was a good idea, they should get a promotion. Silvers didn't have +1 special attack. True. Very true. But at the same time, some bullshit. Oh my god, no! I don't think I'm faster, so this is not gonna work. Unless I crit. No, wait, I crit. Wait. Yeah, faith beats heart. I am dead. There we go. This wouldn't have been a hard battle if he didn't have full restores and got a fucking critical hit. That's super cool. Super cool indeed. Oh, wait. Team Rocket will keep going, waiting for the return of Giovanni. We'll do whatever it takes. Director, who, what? You came to rescue me? Thank you. The radio tower, what's happening there? Taken over by Team Rocket? Here, take this card key. Use it to open the shutters on floor 3. I'm begging you to help. There's no telling what they'll do if they control the transmitter. They may even be able to control Bonica using a special signal. You are the only one who can call on. Please save the radio tower. All of Bonica worldwide. So yeah, what the idea is they were going to use the radio tower to signal Giovanni as well, right? They're gonna signal Giovanni and let him know that Team Rocket is still going. But their plan was to emit the radio waves. Emit the radio waves that they tested in Mahogany over the entirety of Johto to the radio tower. So there was a lot more to this plan than just hijacking the radio tower to be like, hey Giovanni, guess what? We're still here. Come back, please. It was a 2 birds, 1 stone operation. Yeah, this looks fine. Alright, let's go. Let's finish off the Team Rocket fiasco. Giovanni actually showed up after Archer and had to fight him. Oh, really? That's sick. I'll probably end up checking that out myself once it's the fully definitive the new edition comes out somewhere down the line. It's a damn shame that Christian got blindsided by that, but there's no way he could have known. There's no way anyone could have known, really. It seems like a cool edition. Cool version of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The original Heart Gold and Soul Silver I wasn't huge on myself. I'm sure I've already mentioned. Yeah, I didn't like the Pokemon variety very much either. Kind of lacked. It's like, sure, I'm playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but I'm using the same Pokemon I was using in Crystal. Soar. Archer has Houndour and Coughing and Houndoom, I think. I don't remember what the Kaizo version had, but I'm sure it was ass. Giovanni has specified like ground types and rare Pokemon, so it's pretty easy to sweep him with Surf. Houndoom at least is fast. There are methods to get Hoenn and Snow Pokemon. Yes, there is, but you need the Poke March thing, and I'm pretty sure you can't do that during the main playthrough. That Pokemon March thing was so stupid, though. You play a certain radio broadcast, and it allowed certain wild Pokemon to show up in areas, and it's like, okay, sure. Okay. Why? Why do I have to suffer through this? Tay-chan, help me! Usa. Usa! Remember me from the hideout at Mahogany Town? I lost them, but I won't this time. This is the redhead? Yeah. I've done this battle before. Let's go with Soar. And the champ Scizor and Gyarados. I don't know what he had in Kaizo, but the bastards before him had Blissey and Shuckle. Well, Vermilion is now dead, so that's cool. That backwards compatibility stuff with Game Boy Advance games was cool, but it wasn't exactly a feature that could be utilized again. Having a Game Boy Advance Pokemon game in your DS while playing Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum let you find Gengars in a specific room. I don't remember what type you are. Let you find Gengars in a specific room in the old chateau. Pretty cool. I don't remember what type Kagi is. I hope this works. It didn't. Oh, it did. Never mind. Yamame. Technical Yamame. That's spider legs. That's a Surf. Okay. No, it's not. It's the upside down one. Surf should still be enough, though. I keep mixing them up. Nice. Unnecessary crit. But I'll take it. Sega. Shit. Speak to Steel. We'll go with Momiji. Momiji! Too bad the only Steel moves that I learn is like Braver. For some reason, Momiji doesn't learn the Steel move. How come, Dev? How come Momiji doesn't learn the Steel move, Drawn Line? Even Renosuke learns it, but all Momiji has is Blade Flash, and I guess Rage. But she also has, but then she has Cut and Braver. Because Braver is really strong, but it's inaccurate. So she doesn't have a solid. She doesn't have a solid, strong Steel type option. She's still good, but Cut is my strongest Steel stab. Sonic Boom Special, I can't use that. But then Drawn Line is really good. But as far as I know, the only two Bonica I've seen use it are Renosuke and Kongura. I'm sure Yomu can learn it because her blade's too big. Then how does Renosuke learn it? That doesn't even make sense to me. Wow, there really wasn't anything in the way between. I thought there would be more than that. That's fine. Gotta go back and heal. Prepare for the Archer fight. Remy is dead. If only Remy wasn't dead. He doesn't use a meat cleaver or something, I don't know. I don't even know how he does anything. He has no power. How do the Bonica based on powerless humans do anything? They have no ability themselves. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. So I've never fought Archer. So I don't know what he's gonna have. All the other ones I fought multiple times. I don't know what his Houndoom replacement. That's another thing about fucking Gen 2. How come Archer has a Houndour and a Houndoom? And then you're like, whoa, that Pokemon's awesome. Where do I get it? And you search your Pokedex, and it's just area unknown. Oh, that's not great. So where do I get one? Oh, well, I mean, if you wanna get your own Houndour, what you need to do is you need to go to the right side of Celadon, and there's a patch of grass between that and Celadon and Saffron, and you can run into a Houndour there every now and again. It's like, why? You managed to get this far. You must be quite the trainer. We intend to take over this radio station and announce our comeback. That should bring our boss Giovanni back from his solo training. We are going to regain our former glory. I won't allow you to interfere with our plans. Ooh, he's got the big boss theme. I fought Archer before, didn't I? Oh, shit. I definitely fought him before, because he has purple hair, and I remember making a comment on that, where he's supposed to have blue hair. Alright, I fought him in the Team Rocket warehouse. He was the end of the Team Rocket warehouse in Island 5. That's where I've seen him before. It's alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit him to red. He'll bulk up again. What I meant to say was I'm going to explode, and he is going to explode with me. Yep. Yep. Okay. 5v5, I guess. That, your steel. Alright, that was the correct answer. That might not kill, though. Oh, no. Oh, no! I really needed that special defense drop. Actually, hold on. If I get a special defense drop and he keeps using potions, I'm okay. Or if I get a crit or a high roll. That might have been a high roll, though. I don't know. I don't want to deal with a +3 meta. I don't. I'm dead. Say goodbye to the frog. She was not going to survive that one. Well, at least he won't use a potion, so he will die to Blade Flash here. Good. Alright, now it's a 4v4. Attack Remelia. Oh, you poor son of a bitch. Oh, poor guy. He doesn't know. Nobody. Why do they always send Remelia out? Oh god, what type is Miko? Is she Faith? I don't fucking know. Why does every AI think that Remelia is the correct answer against Momiji? I just don't get it. Oh boy. Pretty sure she's Faith. Which is why I should have used Mana Burst to not miss ball. I misremembered the fucking type triangle. Oops. Oh, it's neutral. Why is it neutral? I'm alive. You resist that too, do you? You're obviously Faith, but that's... Sacred Fire is Dream. Oh. This is a problem because I don't know what type it is. I have no idea what move is the correct move. I got the Quick Claw! Please be neutral at least. Okay, that might kill her. What type's that move? Type effective. Faith Heart. What the what beats that? Beast? I have no idea what beats that combination. Quick Claw. Fuck! I'm gonna die to Flamethrower. I don't have much of a choice here but the Blade Flash. I'm not gonna kill her. Oh. Beast should be super effective. Welp. I don't know what my speed is compared to hers, but with a Slack Berry, I'm obviously slower. Can Aya clean up? Oh, nope. Not if he has a million full restores. So all of his Pokemon have setup moves, and he has 4 full restores. That is a fun trainer. I have no choice but to set up if I want to get a kill. Cool fight. Alright, this time, let's switch to Suiko first. And this time, I'll use my knowledge. I still worry that Momiji's just gonna die. Okay. Meta is obviously Steel, so Suiko is the better answer there. Holy shit, what the? Where am I? Oh! I'm back in Viridian. Damn, I really scurried, didn't I? I ran to another goddamn country. Why didn't I just use the Pokemon Center on our side? That's fine, that's a quick way back. Not that bad. Meta only became a problem because I had to switch into something and I didn't get to see what it was she was switching into. So that was what happened there. Earth Power would have been fine if it got the special defense drop, or if Suiko was 1 level higher. But this time things should be fine. Meta will die to Earthquake from Suika. If Earth Power did that much, then Earthquake should be enough. And it will probably tend to set up. Ah, yes, Metagross, the RU staple. To be fair, Steel really needed some kind of nerf. Because Steel was already an incredibly obnoxious defensive typing, and then in Gen 6 they were like, alright, now it beats Fairy types too. The change happened in Gen 6 because they made it super effective against Fairy types, so to compensate they made it no longer resist Ghost and Dark. Makes sense to me, because they couldn't just give it everything. That would be insane. But the result was Pokemon like Metagross getting shit on. Alright, here's Meta. So he's going to Meta second. It's an interesting change, because I think the only other time they've changed how type affinities work is in Gen 1. And chat, did you know in Generation 1, Bug and Poison are super effective against each other? That's really weird. Like, Bug is good against Poison, and Poison is good against Bug. And for some reason, Fire does not resist ice. So Charizard and Moltres were weak to Blizzard. Attack Notori. Oh, that's another Earthquake. Nice. I love it when the Earth quakes in Suika's favor. It's amazing how badly a battle can go because you lost one Keymon. But now, I knew his lead and now I'm winning. That's crazy. Medicine. Technical Medicine. What type is Technical Medicine? I don't think Suika does much else. I know his remaining Pokemon is Miko and someone else. Fairy needs a nerf. Fairy's biggest issue is that Fairy was made to counter dragons because dragons were ridiculous. And they made their weaknesses... They made the dragons, or the fairy types, their weaknesses are the lesser used defensive types in poison and steel, which also made them harder. Oh, it was Vermilia, right? It also made it harder to deal with because you don't really use offensive poison types, and steel types were good, but the best offensive steel types was just the bullet punch spamming ones. And then Mawile happened though, so I guess, yeah, there you go. Okay, well, here's what I'm wondering. Is Miko going to Calm Mind in my face, or is she going to Flamethrower me? Doesn't matter, I go first. What do you want for the thumbnail? Chat, what was Price's ace? Raw Flamethrower, okay. Price had Letty, Chirno, Mai, and Umemi, yeah? Evan Chirno wasn't his. Okay, he's gonna heal, so I'm gonna Tailwind. There's a Slack Berry, but I'll be able to outspeed because I'm using Tailwind. Fairy's good against Dark, Dragon, and Fighting, yeah. Well, Fighting was also another type that dominated Gen 5 meta. Dark, I'm not so sure about. No, Fighting was very, very good in Gen 5. One of the best types. Blame Terrakion for that. There were so many good fighting types in Gen 5. Keldeo, Terrakion, Conkeldurr. That's fine. That's not invested, so I'm good. Why is Fairy good against it? I don't know. Maybe it's because fairies are about peace. So peace beats fighting. Peace and love and all that other Beetle shit. How could this be? Our dreams have come to naught. I wasn't up to the task after all. Like Giovanni did before me, I will disband Team Rocket here today. Farewell. Alright, see ya. Later, bit. Maribel, thank you. Your courageous actions have saved Bonico nationwide. I know it's not much, but please take this. Golden beer. Nice. There used to be a tower right in the Goldenrod City, but it's old and creaky. You replace it with our radio tower. We dug up that bill during construction. I heard there's all sorts of Bonica living in Goldenrod in the past. Well, that reminds me this beer is somehow connected to the Elix Forest shrine nearby. Hennisley. I have no idea about the details, but you might want to look into it. Okay, I better go to my office. Bye-bye. Mawile. Oh, wow. Damn, he got there quick, didn't he? He went from down the stairs to on the couch in seconds. Okay. He's fast. Perfect. Chad, I can't remember what Price's ace was. I really can't. They built the new radio tower to place the old creaky one. Mawile should have been dark over fairy. You mean you didn't want Mawile to be good? Is that what you're telling me? Also, I'm pretty sure she's a fairy because she's based on a yokai. Hence, a fairy tale. But that's a complete stretch of my of my own logic there, so whatever. But that's how I reason it. Making it a dark type would kind of be bad because it was supposed to go against Sableye as exclusivity, so making it the same type as the other exclusive seems kind of pointless. Favorite Pokemon each gen? I'd have to think about that. There's quite a lot of gens now, but I'm afraid I'll have to get back to you on that because it's 10 minutes to midnight and I'm getting hungry and I kind of want to make spaghetti, and I found a good place to stop. So I'm afraid you're gonna have to hold that question for now. Seems like everything worked out pretty well. Oh, before I go, actually, let me look at the two guys I caught. Fiery. Calm nature, forecast, yeah, it's expected, and then dumb moves. And then shiny Silico. Yep. Jolly nature, that's not good at all. Damp for itself. Wow, she's a terrible but fitting nature. Man, that's Cox. Okay. Yeah, thumbnail. We'll go with price was kind of a pushover, so this episode was mostly Team Rocket. So let's just go with Miko. Just Miko, yeah. We'll just go with Miko because she was a pain in the ass. No, I'm out of here. I'm hungry, dude. Questions can come tomorrow if you remember them, because I wanna go eat. I wanna go eat because my tummy's rumbling. Okay. So for that for now. So next time I do this, I'll be able to go to fight Claire. That might be difficult. I don't know what she's gonna have. And whatever happens after that, probably Mount Silver. Maybe I can get it all done in one go. Who knows?